In the summertime on the strip, the fish want to be up in the upper layers, and fishing shallow is the right thing to do on this lake at some point during the match. Sometimes it's a good starting ploy to fish short to start with, feeding maybe 4 or 6 mil pellets, fishing on a kitten 1 or a kitten 2 close to the bank, and fishing with banded pellet at the start of the match, but all the time loose feeding to fish shallow, round about 13 metres out. If you feed for maybe an hour while you're fishing short and catch those fish short close to the bank to start with, to build a weight, it's better to get the fish confident with fishing shallow out long after about an hour and a half into the match. Feeding every 60 seconds or maybe a little bit longer, 90 seconds, with either 6 mils or 4 mil pellets will be a great way to build that swim out long. So once you're fishing short, it's easy to hold the catapult and keep pinging a few pellets out to the distance that you want to fish. Once you get an hour and a half into the match, you can have a look on this line, and fishing a banded pellet around about sort of anything from 6 inch to 2 foot deep is a good way to catch the F1s. Sometimes the jigger rig is very good because the line is kept tight all the time through a jigger type float. Can be good in the summer months, but often a fixed rig also can be good. So fishing a fixed rig can also, and slapping that rig regular to catch the fish and attract the fish's attention, is a good way to target the F1s and carp. So that's 2 very simple methods. Fishing shallow out long and fishing with pellets out of the hand short is a great way to fish this lake. The other thing to consider later on in the match is the margins, and the margins on this lake are quite deep, and often bigger baits, either corn or even 8 mil pellets in the margins to try and target the bigger carp can be good when it's warm in the summertime. This lake is difficult to fish feeder on because it's quite a narrow lake, and feeder in the summer time's not as good as what it is when it gets to the later stages when the water's a little bit colder, because a lot of the fish want to be up shallow. So that's the best way to fish on this lake, is to target those shallow fish and the fish short.